publication of notice.
This meeting is being held pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act of 1974, and all provisions of that act have been met with adequate notice of this meeting, having been published in the Township's two official newspapers on January 12, 2024, published on the Township website, and posted on the official Township bulletin board.
Cool, thank you. All right, we have I see we have two items here for communications. We have two proclamations. We have one for Mr. Tigar and one for our Township employees. Mr. Tigar, will you? Thank you, sir. All right, you guys just stand right there. You want to face in the crowd? Okay. All right, from the governing body of Mount Holly Township, this is a proclamation honoring Mr. Lawrence Tigar. Whereas Mount Holly Township is a community filled with impressive individuals who dedicate themselves to the betterment of the town. And whereas Lawrence Tigar is one such individual, Lawrence, a lifelong township resident, and dedicated his life to improving Mount Holly Township. And whereas Lawrence Tigar, as the president of the Mount Holly Historical Society, and has devoted years to chronicling our history by photographing our town and its size. He has selflessly donated his time to decorate the fountain every holiday so our neighbors can enjoy its beauty. Whereas we acknowledge your commitment and dedication and zeal for the people of Mount Holly, therefore, be it resolved in celebration of his achievements and dedication to the people of Mount Holly and the greater community, the Mount Holly Township Council does hereby proclaim and declare that it is a right that just we honor Lawrence Tigar for his work. Your dedication and hard work have not only enhanced the quality of life in our community, but have also showcased Mount Holly Township as welcoming and vibrant place as they should be honored. And furthermore, we encourage all citizens of Mount Holly to join us in this celebration. In witness thereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the Township of Mount Holly, New Jersey, to be affixed on this 12th day of August in the year of our Lord, 2024. Mayor Chris Banks. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna have to sign this. Don't worry, I'm sorry about that. All right. So for the record, I know we have many township employees. So this is another proclamation honoring our employees. From the governing body of Mount Holly Township, it's a proclamation honoring Mount Holly Township employees. Whereas Mount Holly Township is a host to an impressive number of events each and every year, from Independence Day celebration to the St. Patrick's Day parade to the car show and more. Whereas successfully and safety putting on such events, the resolve and commitment of many employees to secure our roads, set up the events, and keep our streets clean. And whereas Mount Holly is blessed with dedicated employees whose tireless efforts contribute to our community spirit that defines our town. And whereas we acknowledge the sacrifice made, the long hours committed, the time away from their families, and the professionalism demonstrated by each and every one of you. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed and deeply appreciated by the residents and visitors alike. Therefore, be it resolved in celebration of our achievements and dedication to the people of Mount Holly and the greater community to the Mount Holly Township Council, does hereby proclaim and declare that it's a right that we just honor them for their work in executing these events and achievements. Your dedication and hard work have not been only enhanced the quality of our life, but also have showcased Mount Holly Township as a welcoming and vibrant place, and they should be honored. And furthermore, we encourage all citizens of Mount Holly just to join us in this celebration, recognizing our Mount Holly employees. In witness thereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of Township, Mount Holly, New Jersey, to be affixed to this 12th day of August in the year of our Lord, 2024. Mayor Chris Banks. Give our township employees a round of applause. So moving on to the next agenda item, approval of minutes, July 15, 2024 council meeting. Can we get a motion? We have no motion?
Motion to approve the minutes?
We have a first. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Roll call.
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Abstain.
Mr. Banks?
Yes. All right, we have two appointments to the Environmental Advisory Committee. We have an appointment for term starting today, August 12th, 24, to the end of the year. We have John Ike, and we have another appointment for term today, 8/12, to the end of the year, Kelly Trojanowski. Can we get a motion?
So moved.
We have a first.
Second.
We have a second. Roll call?
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sherry, just make note that we notify them that they've been approved.
Yes.
Thank you.
Will do.
All right, we have ordinance for first reading by title only. So this is the first reading, so we will not be taking comments on this particular ordinance. We have two here. We have ordinance 2024-7, ordinance preventing stored salt and other solid de-icing materials from being exposed to stormwater. We have first.
I'll make it first.
We have a first.
You want a second?
We have a second. Roll call.
I'm sorry, Ms. Burkus, was that you?
Yep.
Okay.
Jones first.
I'm sorry. Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, second ordinance, this is by first reading by title only, so there's no public comments on this particular ordinance. Ordinance 2024-8, ordinance establishing minimum stormwater management requirements and controls. Can we get a first?
So moved.
We have a first. We have a second.
Second.
We have a second. Roll call.
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now, this is the public portion. Members of the public are invited to submit comments during the public comment portion of this meeting. The council pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act will not publicly discuss personnel matters and may choose not to respond to comments made by members of the public during this portion of the meeting. However, the council will give all comments appropriate consideration and refer all individual complaints to the township manager or appropriate township representative for resolution. Each citizen will be allowed up to 3 minutes to speak in order to allow everyone an opportunity to express their opinions and or concerns. All right, we're starting with the first row. Here. Louis?
Good evening, my name is Louis Lopez, I'm resident 98 Lovers Drive. How is everybody doing today?
Good, Louis, thank you.
How you doing, Mr. Jason? How you been? Good?
Yes.
And second, I have a few concerns. Concern is, how can we get a study on the woods behind our house? I know you have a fence, but could we get some kind I think the trees is getting weak. And at some point, it's going to fall on people's houses. Wonder if you could do some kind of study or please.
You want us to do a study?
Yeah.
Tree study?
Study.
Look into the trees into that area?
Yeah, study. It's getting weak, and I want to know if it's something my house can do in case it will fall, to our houses. That's one of our concern. And second is, I want to thank Mr. Ashley and Kim Rankin for helping me on a time of need. I appreciate that. Like I said, we have a death in the family, brother passed away, and I appreciate for them, we come in and comfort. And just, yeah, my mom is doing okay. I mean, she's still in rehab, but it's current okay. For the manor hallway, is there any status or 2 stores? Any status on 2 stores in Mojave?
You said any status on what matters hardware?
Yeah.
I know it's in progress.
Oh, it's
We'll
in.
have an update for you by next week.
And what about for the 2 store?
And which one?
The shoe store. I thought it called the shoe store.
Shoestring?
Yeah, shoestring.
And once Josh gets back, we'll have an update on that as well.
And I thank everyone, for helping me out. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in that first row? Second row? Anyone in the second row? All right, third row?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I live on Rankin Road.
I'm sorry, ma'am, could you just state your name?
State your name and
address
address.
for the record?
Just state your name and
That's okay.
Mildred Dow.
What's your name?
Mildred Dow.
Okay, Mildred. No.
And you're on Ray Focus?
Correct.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Go ahead.
Sorry, I apologize.
Whoever's phone that is, can you please silence?
Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Apologize.
There is illegal dumping happening behind my property and a lot behind me.
Mhm.
I have pictures on my phone that if you guys wanna see it, I have them. And every day is getting worse. And I've been to the town to inform them of this, and it seems like nothing's happening. But every day, every night, people do this overnight, there's something else there.
Okay.
And it's right behind my property, and that's where rodents and mice and
What's the
everything.
actual address of your property? You said Rancocas Road. What's the number?
My address is 117,
117?
but it's like a little
It's like an alleyway?
alleyway that goes to Millery. And then there's a field, and that's where they're doing this at.
Hmm,
But
okay.
today I come home, or yesterday I came home, there's a shopping cart behind my fence
Hmm,
filled to the top with trash.
hmm.
And
And it
something
was,
just
you
needs
said
to
it was
be done.
in your fence?
Behind my
Behind your
fence.
fence? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. And that wasn't there yesterday, right? It was- it
the
looked like-
shopping cart wasn't. But every day, somebody's
something.
adding something, they do this overnight.
Mhm.
And so today I seen a young man and I was taking pictures and he was like, you should put up a camera. And I'm like, I'm not climbing up on the tree and put up a camera, but I do have one if that would help.
We'll talk to the police in regards to maybe stopping by there during the night or patrolling that area during the night and see if they see anything. We'll talk to Public Works too about the trash.
And I think I know who's doing it. but-
Okay, like you say, what, we'll talk to the police and then afterwards, if you wanna give us more information, that'd be great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in row 3?
Eddie Jean Kessler, 418 Langstaff Avenue, Mount Holly, New Jersey. I just wanted to say thank you for Senior Day, the music, the food, having Bluntton County Office of Aging Service and the Sheriff's Department out there was great. We were able to get a lot of information and have a lot of our questions answered. So I would like to thank the council and especially Mr. Lou Brown. I understand he was the one that implemented Senior Day, and I hope to see it grows from here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kessler. Anyone else in row 3?
Hi, my name is W. Johnson. I live at 33 West Monroe Street, Mount Holly.
Can you just, repeat your name one more time, sorry?
Edwin Johnson.
Edwin?
Edwin. Yes, I'm here tonight, about parking, on Monroe Street. And there's a house on that street that they parked in their driveway that parks right exactly in front of my house, half of my house, half where it says no parking in that driveway.
Mhm.
And it's all the time, he does it on purpose. I got pictures, I got everything, I had to do my homework, I had to show you things, I brought all this, I talked to Paul today, he said he did his end, so I went to talk to Lee, and he said he see me here tonight, but I don't see him. And we talk more. It's a safety issue. I've been complaining about this, I've been there since 1996. I've been complaining about this for a long time. There's kids on scooters down there, motorbikes. I'm just afraid somebody will get hurt. Yes, there was parking 1960 and maybe 70, but the garage was ripped down and the foundation was taken up. They moved it over 3 feet and just put rocks down. And now he's parking in there. The gates are always open. I have to go out there and shut it at night. I show you pictures of my sidewalk. I can't even fix my sidewalk because of that. But the point is this could have been all checked out right from the get when he moved in. You know, you can't see nothing going around Monroe Street or Business Street. You can't see nothing. We got speed racers going down that street, not just that street, Business Street, the same thing. 4th of July, let's take 4th of July for instance. You know, cars getting directed, I'm afraid somebody's gonna get hit. You know, if it was checked out from the beginning, I'm sure that maybe that fence wouldn't be up and there would be no driveway, there would be no parking in the driveway. I brought up having a bonfire right next to the car, you know, but that's okay. I was told it's okay. So, you know, I got a junkyard, 45 Bisman Street. Junkyard, I got pictures, there they are. I showed them, I understand, I brought up here, 45 Bisman, they sent them out something, and I don't know what the results are with that. I just wanna see, listen, it's great what's going on down there. That's super. But, you know, when you can't see these cars flying down that street, and I got a handicapped granddaughter, my daughter's gonna have to get, I guess, you know, whatever handicap thing. But yeah, I mean, I try to get the people to come down and so I can show them, you know, homemade to go up. My next door neighbor saw them, stamping down, you know, it's like, I've been complaining about this since he moved in here. And I got all approved, right here. And they're still down parking in there. I don't know what else to do.
Okay, I'll look into it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else in that row? All right, let's move on to the next row. Anyone else in that, where were we on, 4? Anyone in 4?
Good evening, Michael Rothmel, 33 Union Street. I'm talking because I'm concerned, I think about the disrespect for the women on our township council. We went to Senior Day, it was a very nice event, no complaints. I would note that Mayor Banks issued a postcard inviting people to Senior Day, and if you look on the back, it was paid for by the election fund of Mayor Banks in Mount Holly. And instead of being a date for the council to celebrate, it appears to be a campaign event, because if you look on the Recreation Facebook page, there were only pictures of Mr. Banks and Mr. Brown, no pictures of Miss Astor or Miss Burkus, who were also present at the Senior Day. And it seems purposeful, and you can't use a township event as a campaign event and then put pictures only of yourselves and not of the other 2 council people who attended. I don't know whether it's misogyny, sexism, or just blatant politics, but I think it's wrong. And and then the other evidence, I'm sorry Mr. Brown isn't there, because I did a UEZ Oprah request with regard to Amanda Jacobson. And I was surprised to find out there were 3 emails from Councilwoman Burgess to Josh Brown asking for copies of Amanda Jacobson's emails. And they were all ignored between, July 17th and July 26th. And again, that's unfair treatment of the women on our council, and it's inappropriate.
But you know what, next time I would say, when Mr. Brown is here, you should talk to him about it.
I didn't know he wasn't gonna be here.
Okay, so
And so that's
next
why,
time,
next time I
next
will
time
talk
I
to
would
him
say,
about
you know
that.
what, we'll
I
talk
will.
to Mr. Brown while he's actually present.
I will, but I wanted
That's
to,
you.
it's part of the same issue, I
Okay.
will bring it up next time.
All right.
But I think it's a real problem with the council.
I mean, that's your opinion. Thank you, sir. Anyone else in row 4?
Andy?
Hello, Arlene Pfeiffer, 494 Mary Street, and I did warn you, next time I come up, I'm talking about the creek. We're really having a problem behind where the old water company was, where there's the mill race, where the water's moving so slowly now because of the silt that's coming downstream. So there's no water moving behind the old Hacks canoe, if anybody's old enough to remember. You could take a canoe out of there and go upstream. Right now, there's barely any water coming out of there, so now the water's getting stagnant. It's building up with mosquitoes. The shopping cart there by Pine Street Bridge. There's a lawnmower also in the water. The beaver's building another dam. Pardon?
Is it like wood, like old trees?
There's a lot of, yeah, right now it's a shopping cart, lawnmower. Upstream, I haven't got it there this year, but we're just getting silt coming down. That it's something that we really environmentally, it's a bigger project than we can basically do. Something we have to like possibly look for grants to get the silt, because if we're worried about water rising and our floods that we have in Mount Hollow, we really have to start dredging and taking care of what's coming down. I'm more afraid with the West Niles coming back, with all this water getting stagnant behind Church Street, the small raceway, we're gonna get a lot more mosquitoes and starting to build lily pads. And lily pads indicate, you know, more silt and the water swelling up there. And that was a raceway that the water moved. And it's not moving it now. And thank you, somebody came through and they put down blacktop in areas where the low spots are up near my neighborhood.
Oh, for Mary Street?
Mary, and I didn't look in front yet, but thank you, we're losing cars,
You're welcome.
we're losing
Thank you.
cars. Thank you.
Mhm. We know, is that 5 or 4?
I think we're still on board.
Still on 4,
I think so.
That's what I thought. Are we at
I can't
114?
lose count.
I think I'm losing count too, because it's hard to see. It's hard to see.
Have to say my name, I think everybody knows who I
Yes,
am.
you ain't-
Make it official. Okay, Mary Carty, 1 Hurl Avenue, off of Pine Street. Okay, I'm here because, I don't know if anybody's familiar with 1 Hurl Avenue, but 1 Hurl Avenue goes to, I guess I don't call it a dump, what do we call it? Where they put the mulch and everything and they take all the come on, help me out here, somebody know, the township.
Compost pile, like for the leaves?
Yeah, the trucks come by and all,
Yeah.
which is wonderful when the big trucks come out with this stuff and it's 7 o'clock in the morning and my whole house shakes, but we won't go there. But, my road is terrible. When it rains, I have a good almost like 3 or 4 foot puddle, or whatever you wanna call it. The yard gets wet. It just comes in my back driveway and all. I think those trucks are rude, a lot of them, because they go down there very fast. And like I said, I don't know if I'm making any money for my township with that, all of that stuff that, you'll have to forgive me, I'm having a little bit of trouble with wording. I was just at a big, test today at the hospital, so they're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Oh, we know that. But, it's getting to me, you know, I mean, it's really bad. I guess it's the waterworks, whatever, have been there and put lines on it and stuff, like they're gonna fix it. I'm waiting one morning to wake up and see one of those holes, you know, that eat up you know how the things sink in those, sinkhole, yeah. I mean, that's how bad it is. I mean, and then I got one other thing. I guess I should take this up with the fire department, though. There is a brand new, okay, what do you call this? Fire hydrant? Yeah, thank you. Right down, when you go, where my house sits, it used to be a paper road in front of me. My house was moved there, by the way. Way long time ago, the hospital sold it to a Mr. Vada, and I've been in it for quite a few years. But, there's a fire hydrant that they put down here when they put in the new houses. You can't even see that fire hydrant. Now, I wanted to know who's supposed to take away, I'm not gonna go down there and take away the poison ivy from around it, you know, cause I'm very high.
So you said the fire hydrant is
You can
covered?
barely see the fire hydrant.
Overgrown.
It's overgrown?
Because there is one up the street a little ways on Pearl Avenue, which I wanted to call my insurance company. I can get my homeowner's insurance down a little bit if they know that there's a second fire hydrant there. And I could, you know, it's real close, the second fire hydrant. But it needs some help.